It wasn't the last real job I did, but it was one of my first retail jobs I'd ever done. I worked at Claire's. Good old Claire's. And I had to deal with some absolute BS while I was working there. Like, I literally at some point I had no manager because my manager quit, and there was no assistant manager because the assistant manager had quit. And so at some point it was literally just me. I was like a lonely third key, meaning all I knew was how to open and close the store and open up and close the registers. And they snuffed me for a 25-cent yearly raise. They snuffed me on a single quarter added to my pay. And at the time, I was only making like $8.25 an hour to work at Claire's. I had to ear pierce children's ears. Ugh. So yeah, I left that job right quick. Still hate Claire's? Me too. Me too. Me too. Imagine having to be one of those poor people working at that store, piercing the children's ears. That was literally the worst. The amount of times I would have people come in being like, do you do like belly button piercings? Bless you. We even had a person be like, do you do nipple piercings? And I'm like, I like literally look around the store and I see all the little like tween girls on like all the bulletin boards and shit. And I'm like, and I like start laughing because I'm like, no, we do not pierce nipples here at Claire's. You know, the children's boutique located in the mall. Was it at least 18 plus person asking? Doubt it. They did not look that old. They may have been like just 18, 19, but like they did not look like a full-grown adult who has made a well-informed decision about getting a body modification done, you know, permanent body modification done. Did you ever have a parent asking to get the kid's ears pierced and the kid was super not into it? Because that sounds awful. Oh yeah. The amount of times that would happen, or the amount of times I would do the first ear, the kid would freak the fuck out and would absolutely refuse to get the second ear done. And at that point, the parent, of course, is looking at me like, well, you're not going to charge me, right? And it's like, oh no, you are 100% getting charged for this. It's not my fault you did this too early for your kid. Like, it's not, nah. I remember one time, because Claire's also would sell a diamond, the little diamond stud. It would cost like $100 or whatever. But yeah, so, you know, I would go through my whole thing of you gotta stay as still as possible, you can't move, you know, and I, you know, do it as quick as I can, but she literally turned her head the opposite way, and she essentially ripped the gun out of my hand. And shocker, she didn't want to get the second piercing after she did that because it hurt so bad. Well, after maybe about an hour worth of like the mother trying to coax the child into getting the second ear piercing done, I do it, and the child is like, oh, that didn't hurt at all. And when I tell you, I like was about to scream after that happened. Yeah, no, Claire's was not fun at all, because especially it'd be one of those stores where like the parents would come in and they would immediately stop paying attention to their child, and their child would then proceed to go around, take everything off the hooks, throw it on the ground, open up all the like the little makeup palettes and stick their fingers and like the lip gloss and stuff, completely ruining it. Oh, my favorite was when the kids would run their hands back and forth through the necklaces, because they liked hearing them like clink together, but at the same time they would tangle all the necklaces together. That was my favorite. Ooh, actually, there was another time, there's this one family, so Claire's would have like little like blind box toys like near the register, and literally this little kid was literally opening up the blind boxes while her parents were on the opposite side of the store, and she was just like playing with them, and she at one point ran up to her parents while holding them and being like, look, And so when the parents came up to the register, I had all the boxes and all the wrappers, and I was like, so you're gonna have to pay for these too. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, your child was over here ripping into all these blind boxes. I was like, she was even showing them all to you too. And that dad was so angry, and I'm like, I don't even care. Like, I do not get paid enough to babysit your child for you. Keep an eye on your fucking child. I love kids. I used to work at a daycare. Kids can be great, but kids can also be little shits if their parents, like, just let them do whatever the hell they want. Not to mention everything's so expensive there. Oh, no, yeah, Claire's? Dude, don't even get me started on how absolutely over freaking priced everything is at Claire's. $10 for, like, 3 hair clips. Those hair clips cost 10 cents each to make. You're charging $10? Get out of here. Get out of here. There's a reason why they have a buy 3, get everything, get anything 3 for free. Yeah, because they're overcharging. Please tell me the dad was angry at his child. Kind of. He was irritated at both, because it's like the thing of like, he was angry at his kid, right, for opening it. But like, he was irritated at me for even daring to be like, holding him and his child accountable for what they did. Like, retail sucks, and especially in the area I grew up in, it was a very posh, very ritzy, very like touristy area, because I used to live like 45 minutes out from Washington, D.C. So lots of tourists would come through. So like a lot of them were just like acting as if there were no consequences for actions, and it's kind of insane.